Hey APUSH teachers, let's talk period 7, that unit where we look at our calendars and start to panic. It's massive, it's fast, it's 2 world wars, imperialism, progressivism, the Great Depression, all right before review season. But it doesn't have to feel like survival mode. You just need a structure that helps students see the story instead of a blur of events, and we're here to help. So step 1, teach it in 2 big story arcs. So Act 1, America becomes a world power, imperialism, progressivism, World War I. Tell students this is the era where the US stops acting like a growing nation and starts acting like a major power. At home, industrialization created inequality, corruption, and unsafe conditions which led to progressivism and more government regulation. And abroad, the US expanded through imperialism and then entered World War I. And federal power exploded through economic coordination, propaganda, and limits on civil liberties. Here's the big idea for your students. Growth creates problems, so Americans accepted more government power. And you can keep that sentence on your board for this entire section. And for Act 2, crisis forces government responsibility, Roaring 20s, Great Depression, World War II. This is where the story shifts. The 1920s is all about backlash. Americans want less government, more business freedom, and a return to normalcy. But cultural conflict over immigration, race, religion, and gender roles showed that America was deeply divided. Then the Great Depression hit, and Americans suddenly expected the federal government to step in and provide economic stability. The New Deal permanently expanded federal responsibility. And World War II finishes this transformation. The government ran the economy, mobilized society, and ended the war as a global superpower. So here's the big idea for your students. When crisis hits, government powers grow, but they never fully shrink back. For step 2, think long-term essential questions. Instead of just segmenting topic by topic, keep returning to the same big questions. How did industrialization change the role of government? When should the government step in to fix problems? And how did war change America at home? Try putting one of these as a warm-up every few days. Your students will start to build arguments without even realizing it. Step 3 is our favorite. Build AP skills into the content, not after. Period 7 is perfect for this because everything is cause and effect. After imperialism, have students write a 2-sentence claim. Did the US abandon isolationism or redefine it? After progressivism, try giving them a quick SAQ-style prompt. Explain one cause of progressivism and one government response. During World War I, try doing a mini document analysis with propaganda posters. Ask students how the government shaped public opinion. This is quick and easy argumentation practice. Think of the 1920s as a culture clash day. Try running a speed debate. Was the 1920s modern or traditional? This will force your students to use evidence like the Harlem Renaissance, the Red Scare, or the Scopes trial. For Great Depression, think cause and effect flowchart. We want students connecting the 1920s economy to the crash, to bank failures, to New Deal reforms. Then you can easily turn that into a thesis writing drill. And last is the home front for World War II. Have students rank which change had the biggest long-term impact: women working, migration, military-industrial growth, or civil rights pressure. Then make them defend their ranking with evidence. That's instant LEQ prep. Step 4 is spiral review. Every time you start a new section, start connecting back. Starting the New Deal, ask how it's different from progressive reforms. Teaching World War II, compare back to government power during World War I. Talking about 1920s nativism, compare to earlier anti-immigration movements. This will help your students start seeing patterns over time, which is exactly what contextualization and even complexity will require. Step 5, visual anchors help a lot. Keep one simple timeline posted throughout the unit with just 6 labels: imperialism, progressivism, World War I, 1920s, Great Depression, and World War II. Every lesson, point to where you are in the story. This will help students mentally file information so they're less overwhelmed. And finally, step 6. Don't overteach, just prioritize what AP loves. You do not need every New Deal agency. You do need what the government changed, how the people reacted, and what the long-term impact was. If students can explain why federal power grew, they can write almost any Period 7 essay. So we know Period 7 feels like a monster because it's packed with events. But when students see it as a story about government power expanding in response to industrialization, crisis, and war, everything connects. And when everything connects, essays get easier, DBQs feel less intimidating, and the big scary unit becomes the one where your students start to sound like historians. So we hope this helps you feel better about tackling the beast that is Period 7. And if you want more help for APUSH and free teaching resources, be sure to join our free teacher sample course in the link below. And don't forget to tell your students to check out the APUSH Ultimate Review Packet and the Exam Slayer.